When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Have you heard the rumor that Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston had an affair that ended his marriage? People that I respect, some that I even love, who may or may not watch this show.
It begins with a stage, a spotlight, and a comedian known for never holding back. Katt Williams is no stranger to controversy. His razor-sharp wit, his unapologetic honesty, and his tendency to mix comedy with cutting truth have made him one of the most unpredictable voices in entertainment. But this time his target wasn't Hollywood executives, fellow comedians, or the media machine. It was the Obamas. And what he said sent shockwaves across social media, political circles, and mainstream news outlets. The story opens with a single statement, a raw declaration that cut through the noise. Katt Williams didn't just question Barack Obama's presidency.
And that's the thing is, so the Bidens and the Obamas hate each other because Michelle Obama is very good friends with Hunter Biden's ex-wife. So that's led to a significant problem where they don't like Hunter, and if you don't like Hunter, Joe doesn't like you. So I would not be surprised if Holmes is right on with this of like, oh, well, why don't we do this?
It's like, oh man, you give us problems, maybe you can have a problem or two.
He dismantled it, piece by piece. And then, almost casually, he lobbed an even bigger bombshell, a claim about Michelle Obama's identity that reignited old conspiracy theories the mainstream thought had long been buried. But why would Katt Williams, a comedian with nothing to lose and a reputation for being brutally honest, take aim at one of the most celebrated couples in modern political history? To understand that, we need to step back and examine both the man making the claims and the legacy of the presidency he challenged. Katt Williams has always been an unfiltered voice in comedy. From the very beginning of his career,
as leadership.
I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves.
His stand-up specials weren't just about laughs. They were about exposing uncomfortable truths. Whether he was calling out racism in Hollywood, the corruption of the entertainment industry, or the hypocrisy of political leaders, Williams delivered his message with a smile. But behind the punchlines was something darker, something far more dangerous. The truth as he saw it. That's why his audience trusted him. He wasn't afraid of losing sponsors. He wasn't afraid of censorship. And he definitely wasn't afraid of making enemies. If anything, controversy fueled his legend. So when Katt Williams spoke about the Obamas, people listened. Some listened with curiosity, others with anger, but no one ignored him. Because Williams has a way of pulling back the curtain, making you wonder, what if he's not joking? What if he's telling us something we weren't supposed to hear? His comments on Barack Obama's presidency were nothing short of brutal. While history books often paint Obama as a symbol of hope, progress, and unity, Williams didn't hesitate to challenge that narrative.
I mean, there's, not to add insult to injury, but there's a Daily Mail report out today saying Kamala Harris's marriage may be on the rocks. Like everybody's on the rocks. Again, I will say I love the Daily Mail, but the sourcing appeared weak. It was like people who know the couple, but like, I don't know if it's any better than that. But they're saying she's blaming him in part for her loss because he turned out to be such a hot mess liability. You buy it?
In his words, Obama wasn't the savior America had hoped for. He was part of a larger system, a political machine that promised change but delivered compromise. Williams accused the former president of aligning with powerful elites, of maintaining the status quo, and of failing to address the struggles of ordinary Americans, particularly the Black community who had placed their faith in him. It was a direct assault on the myth of Obama as an untouchable figure. For many, Obama represented history in the making. The first black president of the United States, a man who seemed to embody the American dream. But for Williams,
at all, but if it is true, it truly would be a political earthquake in Democrat circles. Never mind America. I don't remember a presidential divorce in modern history.
the shine of that legacy was little more than carefully polished image-making. He painted Obama as a president who was more invested in pleasing global interests than fighting for the people who elected him. And while his criticism of Obama's leadership sparked immediate debate, it was his comments about Michelle Obama that pushed the controversy into overdrive. With a sly smile, Williams dropped a remark about her identity that reignited whispers many had dismissed as conspiracy theory. To his critics, it was offensive and reckless. To his supporters, it was another example of Williams saying what others were too afraid to say. Michelle Obama
Gotta spend a minute on the Obamas, because there seems to be some momentum picking up in the rumor mill about their marriage. All right, I'm gonna bring you what I know.
has long been admired as one of the most beloved first ladies in American history, an icon of intelligence, grace, and empowerment. Her story inspired millions. A woman who rose from humble beginnings on the south side of Chicago to stand beside the most powerful man in the world, all while carving out her own legacy as an advocate for education, health, and women's rights. But Williams's comments peeled back that narrative and tied it
beneath a punchline.
So the truth about Jen and Barack is that there is no truth.
There is no truth.
Untrue. You know Barack Obama.
I've met him once.
Met him once.
I know Michelle more than him.
What is there a truth about you and Michelle that we should know?
That is not true.
the years of speculation, wild theories, and whispers in certain corners of the internet about her background and identity. Suddenly, Katt Williams wasn't just a comedian on stage.
Not sorry.
He became a lightning rod for controversy, a figure daring to question one of the most sacred political families of modern America. And the reactions were immediate. Social media erupted. Headlines screamed. Some accused him of spreading hate. Others praised him for his fearlessness. But beneath the noise lay a deeper question. Was Katt Williams simply joking?